I just want to talk a little bit about spiritual warfare. It could be truly heavy, especially when you're at a point in your life where you're just trying to do the right thing. I've been through a lot, you know, and some days be easier than others, and some days harder than others. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about be careful of the people you entwine with and do things with. I didn't understand some of the things like when God stopped me from having kids with certain people. I even lost a child at 5 months, and that was devastating. You hear what I mean? Devastating. But see, I didn't understand that that person lived up under a different law than what I did, and it didn't come out till later on that that person was a sex offender. Never knew that. That's deep for me to even get on here and say, but God has encouraged me to start using my platform to start helping others and tell you guys the different things of the warfare that's going on. You know, um, I mean, I've been going through some things for a long time. When my baby girl was like one, her father, he was such a, hmm, I guess you could say he was a narcissistic, vindictive person. He had her telling me that she hate me, and I was like, that could you just imagine at the age of one, your child telling you that, and I took off, left, because I lived in a whole different city. Went to jail for a traffic ticket, 3 days. Well, no, I had to spend 3 days there for a traffic ticket. Look, I can't even say it, a traffic ticket. And her father came and took her from me, and it took me 3 months to get my baby back. I had to go to the police and everything, And that's when she started telling me how much she hate me, she don't like me and stuff like that because he kind of brainwashed her. So I met a guy, one really good guy, but I didn't know at the time, another test, I'll tell you a little bit later about that, but another time, and then I end up leaving, doing some traveling, and it was about 9 when she came back around her father. Got all lit up out of her, fought that war, but then too it was still tough because she had such anger inside of her because of everything that he told her. And it would just trip me out for her to be so young to be like that. But then too, that's why Lord say don't mix with people that's unequally yoked, you know what I mean? Because he wasn't a believer, but I was, and I see how it affected my relationship, even with her, you know, and I kind of regret it when I came back to the state that I stayed in. My ex-husband, because the guy I left with, I ended up getting married to him. My ex-husband, brought them two back around each other. And once again, it started all back all over again, the different things. Like now, I'm the enemy, and she's always so mad at me. And I didn't understand that, but then too, I understand now that it was warfare, because you have to think about it when a person don't really is upset about you getting away, living your life, doing better. The only way they can breathe strife into your life is to try to use your children against you. And I have never spoke a bad word about this man still now to the day, and this is 20 years later. But I'm still fighting that warfare with her, because like I'm a believer, and she always tell me how the Lord ain't real, you know. And it kills me when every time she says that. It evicts my heart, because I didn't raise her in the church. I took her to church. She's seen the different things. She's seen the works of the Lord through me and through her life. And it be so hard some days. It be so hard some days, especially when you a single parent and you the one raising them, and you trying to do everything right, but they still have that hate. I ain't gonna say hate, but just misliking in their heart because they don't understand what's going on, and how you trying to protect them. But I know God gonna open everybody's eyes. He even gonna open her eyes and she gonna see. It's just hard sitting in it, because nobody understands unless you done went through it. And a lot of people gonna have things to say, but this ain't for you to come. You can, as long as it's a positive comment. But I just wanted to share this, with the world, how hard, sometimes it can be when you're a true believer and you have people around you that's not believers, and they see how God blesses your life, and they'll keep on trying to do things to bring in, more warfare, or just do things, you know what I mean? And it'd be the hardest thing, you know what I mean, when I had to deal with the disrespect, the talking back, being called out your name, just different things of that nature. And all you're trying to do is right and show them what's right. Make sure they got a roof over their head. Make sure they have the things that they need. But they don't see that, and you just working in God's word. So to everyone out there that probably has some similar situations with their baby fathers and stuff like that, just keep your head up, keep walking in the same way. Don't give up. God has our back. Even when the days is rough, you just gonna have to forget them and keep moving forward, because God has something wonderful planned. And then sometimes you're gonna have to do what God asks of you to do. It might be one of the hardest things, you know, not to, as they say, clap back or say things, but just walk in the trueness of God. He's going to make a way, even with the people around you that's trying to bring strife into your heart and trying to do things that are negative, and, behind your back talking about you, laughing, thinking it's funny when they know you are going through something, and all you can do is try to praise people in their point or when they're going through things. So don't worry about it. God has our back. And just know that you're going to be very blessed. So am I. I just have to finish going through the things that I have to go through and keep cleaning these slates. But it was crazy how that was brought back to my mind, because truly I had forgot about this. But God brought it back to my mind, I guess, so He can show me. It ain't to relive anything, it's to show me where I need to finish healing it and what I need to do. So everybody keep your head up and just keep God first, and everything's going to be all right.